The road rage started on the highway when a pickup truck abruptly stopped while traffic was moving, leading the car behind to honk, which enraged the occupants who got out and tried to attack the driver behind them. Just when it seemed the tension had subsided as everyone drove away, at a red light, the angered passengers quickly got out and slashed the tires of the car behind. But as soon as they acted, the driver from the rear car sprayed them with pepper spray, teaching them a lesson. If you were the driver, what would you do with this drunk guy?
Right, just move out there, please, okay?
Thank you.
But the best advice is always to stay sober on the road.
Yeah, I'm see. There's a camera. See, hey, Mike.
The man in the red shirt got out of the car and criticized the man driving the SUV for honking and trying to rush him while the road was blocked. It seemed like the rampage would end when the man in the red shirt left, but the man in the SUV suddenly changed lanes and tried to hit the car in front. The impact was quite strong and unexpected, causing his car to flip sideways. Luckily, no one was injured, but this definitely helped him learn a huge lesson about anger. When two instances of road rage confront each other, what could be the outcome? The confrontation started between a pizza delivery person and the man driving an SUV. Tensions escalated when the man driving the motorbike attacked the man in the car with his helmet. Then he ran away, but the driver chased him and hit the motorbike hard. The aggression didn't stop there. Driver hit the motorcycle a second time, severely damaging it, but also causing significant damage to the front of his own vehicle. If someone asked you, what is the instant karma of road rages, let's show them this video. Anger came from the woman when this SUV tried to squeeze between her car, even though there was no car coming from behind. She was very angry and shouted at the driver behind. If you are in the same situation, please wait patiently for your turn. Joni Lee was waiting at a red light in North Vancouver when she encountered road rage between two drivers and a passenger. Two drivers and one passenger first exchanged greetings by kicking cars and throwing bottles. The third car was a victim under the first wave of attack. Then it was heated up, and the black car driver broke the silver car's windshield wiper and smashed its back window. The silver car's passenger rushed to open the black car and revenged. This video serves as a vivid reminder to all of us of the consequences of road rage, which can often cause immense damage. Therefore, please be calm when handling everything. The road rage incident started when a man suddenly rushed forward and began pounding violently on the rear car's window, as if trying to break the glass. His rage only subsided when his wife intervened and they drove off, while the person inside the car seemed indifferent to his actions. The rage occurred between a woman and a man driving a Chevrolet. The two argued during an earlier incident, and it seemed like the fury had subsided when the woman walked away. But she suddenly turned around and hit the car's mirror hard. This made the man driving the Chevrolet get angry and steered hard, causing the motorbike and the woman to fall off. Luckily, no one was injured, but her car was seriously damaged. Despite everyone stopping at the red light and yielding to pedestrians, this man still tried to push ahead, even though people were still crossing the street. Notably, he even got out of his car to curse and challenge the drivers behind him, but was quickly taught a lesson about politeness with a blast of pepper spray. Heck was driving along when he witnessed road rage between the man in the pickup. Another incident involved the driver of a sedan, who unexpectedly charged forward and erupted in road rage towards the driver behind him. He aggressively attacked the rear driver, who immediately responded with a full blast of pepper spray. It's unbelievable that many still think road rage is a good way to handle situations. Let's all try to handle things calmly. This incident occurred in New Zealand when the Ford changed lanes too quickly while the truck driver was going straight and did not realize the signal light was on. A slight collision occurred, causing the truck driver to rush forward in anger and attack the Ford. His anger was quickly extinguished when 5 large men got out of the car. That's why if we can ignore small mistakes, we all have safe trips. The dashcam of the car recorded when the driver moved to the left lane, the pickup truck behind slowed down and honked persistently. Afterward, the white car overtook and closed in on the side of the car. At the same time the police saw this, the car stopped, and the driver got out angrily shouting. But nothing major happened. It's fortunate that the police were there. A man on a motorcycle unexpectedly attacked a sedan, which angered the driver, who then swerved to cause the motorcycle to crash. However, the speed was quite fast, causing the car to lose control and hit the roadside railing. Then, continued to drive to the side of the road and crashed into a white SUV going in the same direction, causing the SUV to overturn. Everyone seemed okay after the incident, but both drivers were arrested to be held accountable for their actions. Johnny was riding his motorcycle on the road when 2 men in a sedan aggressively forced him to the side of the road because they thought Johnny had entered their lane. Things became tense when the man in the red shirt in the car suddenly pushed the car door open and knocked Johnny away, causing him to fall. Both men then continued to lunge at Johnny and attack him. These two continued to attack with kicks, but they were all suppressed by Johnny's pepper spray. The rampage gradually ended when both of them were sprayed in the face with pepper spray multiple times. Jeth was traveling on the highway when he encountered a motorcycle versus pickup truck rage. The two argued over a long stretch of road, with the motorcyclist repeatedly weaving in front of the pickup truck. The rampage only ended when the pickup truck driver sped up and overtook, then suddenly stopped, causing the motorbike to hit his car and leave. The man fell and rolled several times in the middle of the road before stopping. Bystanders were present and helped call an ambulance. This video once again reminds us that road rage can lead to catastrophic accidents, so it's crucial to handle every situation calmly. Getting angry only makes things worse. This man tried to cut into Katie's lane while he was moving. The two cars collided, making him lose his temper, so he got out of his car, yelled, and accused Katie of not yielding to him. The situation escalated when he grabbed Katie's car keys and left. Katie had to chase after him, and the two of them pulled each other along for quite a distance. In similar situations, we should call the police to handle it, instead of trying to confront each other. Do you have any better ways? Let's discuss this in the comments below. A man was walking his bicycle across the street when the SUV sped up and knocked him off the road. Clearly, a bicycle looks very different from a motorcycle. However, the SUV driver got out of his vehicle and suddenly grabbed the biker who was walking towards him. The man and his wife came together and screamed at the man behind them and wanted to attack him for almost getting him into trouble. Eventually, a large man from the car stepped out, and his size made the entire family reluctantly leave. Therefore, stepping out of your car with the intention of attacking someone can put you in danger. This video serves as another vivid demonstration of the consequences of road rage. Hopefully, everyone will maintain calm to handle all situations. The CRV stopped in busy traffic. Everyone was extremely upset, but he finally left. However, it wasn't long before he stopped again. Surprised by this driving behavior, the driver behind honked to remind him. The honking, however, enraged the man, who threatened to attack the car behind him. And with his clumsiness, the man forgot to use the brake, so the car backed up, surprising him and causing him to fall down as soon as he got out of the car. Despite staggering around from the fall, he still managed to yell at the driver behind him before finally driving away.
Put your car in park.
The driver of a white SUV tried to overtake and cut in front of another driver. But anger and speed caused the SUV to crash into concrete blocks and flip over. Fortunately, everyone was okay. The pickup truck driver became angry for some reason, which made him speed up and pass through the intersection at high speed, causing the vehicle to lose control and veer off the road.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
The incident was quite serious, but the people filming did not help the victim. If you are in this situation, try to take some time to see the problem situation.
Oh my god!
Does road rage make your car cleaner? The incident occurred when the SUV driver tried to merge into the lane ahead of a sedan, but the sedan didn't give way. It seemed like the incident was over when the SUV drove off. But then it moved ahead, stopped by a puddle on the side of the road. Wait for the Toyota to come and take revenge by going so fast that dirty water splashes all over the Toyota and then leave. This man sped up and began cursing at the cameraman, but soon realized that the laws of air resistance still applied even when he was angry. This debate started among young women. The conversation became difficult and quickly led to tears when a woman in a black shirt used pepper spray. However, the rage ended as soon as the police took everyone to the station. Rage ensued when the motorcyclist threatened to attack the man inside the car.
I'm coming down. Fucking was it, you dickhead?
The older man was not overly outraged and just laughed at the insults and threats. The outrage ended when the man stepped on the gas and left, but before leaving, he hit the motorbike hard. This woman attacked the man and tried to steal his phone during a road rage incident outside River Valley Church in North Loop, Minneapolis. The rage ended when the man accelerated and the woman was thrown off, suffering minor injuries that taught her a lesson about the consequences of rage. No lane markings at junction, so Astra indicates and moves in. This pisses off the Mercedes driver, so they drive like crazy then let rip. Finally, their rampage ended with the police arriving and ordering them to pull their car to the side of the road. A Chevrolet changed lanes, but a black car refused to yield, causing road rage. The Chevrolet driver got out to talk, but the other man unexpectedly sprayed pepper spray at him, escalating the tension. People then came over and restrained him as he tried to flee. The driver of a BMW X6 became enraged and rushed to attack a sedan, but as he was about to strike, his car rolled backward because he hadn't used the handbrake, breaking his door. In the end, his tantrums didn't save him money. Never assume you're the strongest, because no one is ever the strongest. This man has learned a very valuable lesson about his anger. Do you think he will calm down next time? Sadie was driving on the highway and trying to avoid the anger of the Chevrolet driver in front of her. The Civic in front wouldn't let the Chevrolet pass, which caused the Chevrolet to get angry and pass on the left side, but he didn't pay attention, causing Sadie's car to hit him. The speed was quite fast, causing the car to rush to the opposite side of the road. Luckily, he's still okay. Both drivers wanted to merge lanes in heavy traffic. The man driving the Mercedes was furious when the red car didn't yield and kept honking. He got out to argue with the driver behind but didn't use the parking brake, so his car slowly rolled forward and hit other cars. Rage never gets you home safely. This man became furious and tailgated the woman in front, yelling and cursing. But he soon regretted it when his car spun out of control and went off the road. Hopefully this will help him stay calmer the next time. The incident occurred on the highway when a man in a sedan rolled down his window and attacked an SUV. As the SUV sped away, he accidentally hit the door release lever and fell onto the road at a high speed, spinning several times before getting up. Luckily, he's okay, but it doesn't matter what the reason for the anger was. But when you get angry on the road, you won't get home safely. A man fled after vandalizing a white car. It's unclear why, but a man in a white shirt attacked and destroyed the rear window of the white car. The two people in the car got out and were ready to fight. But as soon as the woman pulled out a baseball bat, the man ran away.
That's a teenager, what the heck? Oh, that's his fault, dude.
A road rage incident occurred between a bus driver and a man driving a sedan, when the man blocked the bus and claimed the bus driver had taken the wrong route and almost caused a collision. The man unexpectedly smashed the bus's window and attempted to attack the driver inside, which provoked the bus driver to hit the gas and crash into the sedan, severely damaging it. At least 3 cars were seriously damaged in the rage of the man driving the van. The rage of the man driving the van caused a hit-and-run accident. He repeatedly rammed into other cars and attempted to flee, but the conclusion of this road rage episode was his regret for his actions. An argument broke out when both people thought they were too close to each other, making an accident likely. The woman got out of the car and had just started speaking when the man driving the car accidentally stepped on the accelerator, and the car nearly hit the 2 people in front. Luckily, no one was injured. The driver of this Jeep rampaged on the road, and soon he received some instant karma. And this time, the gift is a ticket. The first lesson they teach you in motorcycle class is to always pay attention to the road. It's very simple, but this guy overlooked that in his rage. So, hopefully, he and all of us can remain calm, because getting home safely is still the top priority. The 2 cars parked very close together, and the driver of the red car still tried to squeeze through.
Don't get there, hey buddy. It's not worth it.
He fled afterward, but the car was damaged and hit a roadside barrier. People chased him down and made him take responsibility for his actions. A Volkswagen rushed up and tailgated Leo as he was moving on the highway and signaled to be let through. Leo decided to change lanes to the inside and give way to the other driver to pass. But the high speed when entering the curve caused a strong collision. Another impact was so strong that the front of the car was almost completely damaged. Luckily, he's okay. A driver suddenly sped up, cut off the car behind him, and got out to confront the other driver, but a police car was immediately there and ordered him to get back into his car. Getting angry is never the best way to handle anything, so this video once again reminds us to be calm about everything. This Russian guy was furious when a Mercedes-Benz unexpectedly cut in front of his car. He was so angry that he jumped out to confront the occupants of the Mercedes-Benz. However, as soon as the window was rolled down, he regretted his actions and had to leave. So, if you engage in road rage and leave your car, you're definitely putting yourself in a vulnerable situation.
He's gonna drive off. He's got his keys.
In his rage, the young man threw rocks at the rear window of the car in front of him. This provoked severe rage in the large man in front, and the end of the story was that he regretted his actions. What do you think about this situation? Let's discuss it in the comments section. This driver suddenly overtook him, and then became angry and wanted to attack Michael. But he immediately panicked when Michael stepped on the accelerator.
Watch it.
How do you feel about the actions of Michael and this man? Let's discuss below in the comments section. This young man suddenly stopped, threw a fit of rage, and charged ready to fight with the car behind him. But he immediately regretted it when he realized the person he intended to attack was a police officer. Getting angry isn't always a good way to handle things. You never know who you'll run into if you get into road rage. So, try to keep a calm demeanor to handle everything.
Come on, blast this motherfucker to smithereens.
Before deciding to rage on the road, think about its consequences. It's unclear why this young man became angry and attacked the glass door of a white car. The white car decided to leave, but before leaving, it crashed into his open door. This video is perhaps one of the most vivid about road rage and immediate karma. Everyone was okay when the car unexpectedly flipped over to the surprise of all. Surely after this lesson, he will think carefully before getting angry. Two men rushed at each other in a fit of road rage. The police were immediately on the scene and took them to the station. In the end, no one wins if they both lose their temper. The real winners are those who remain calm. Next was the rage between the biker and the man driving the sedan. I don't know why, but the biker repeatedly attacked the car to vent his anger. Ironically, when the biker used too much force, he lost control of the steering wheel, causing his bike to hit a white car going in the opposite direction. The fall definitely injured him, but hopefully he learned a valuable lesson this time. Police were immediately present to handle the situation when this driver tried to push a motorcyclist out of his lane. The two argued for quite a while, but the biker chose to call the police to handle the incident instead of confronting each other. Personally, I find this way of handling to be extremely civilized. Do you find his way of doing things okay? Or how will you choose to deal with this? Please comment your opinion below.
I have it on video. I can get it on my phone if we pull into a parking lot. Okay. Yep.
A young man suddenly surged forward and brake check. He was furious with the car behind him and ready to attack the driver behind him. However, as soon as he turned around, his car drifted forward uncontrollably because he didn't use the parking brake before getting out. He managed to get back to his car, but it still veered across to the opposite side of the road.
Precise, Senna.
After a moment more, this man would have been soaked in his own rage. Both men now charged at each other in rage, but at the end of this, no one was the winner. So do you think road rage is necessary? 2 men were arrested after a road rage incident involving guns in Virginia Beach, Virginia. A motorcyclist and an SUV driver were arguing at a busy intersection. The SUV driver then got out of his vehicle and pointed a gun at the motorcyclist. Police at the scene intervened and handcuffed the SUV driver. In many states, pointing a gun at someone else makes you at fault. Hence, this video serves as a lesson for all of us to always remain calm in handling situations. Two cars were completely wrecked when the driver of a Nissan tried to enter the inner lane. The incident ended with both cars severely damaged. Luckily, no one was injured. How can you kick a metal box weighing several tons and expect to win? And this was his answer. This drunk man tried to leave after throwing a tantrum. However, he immediately had to regret it when he quickly crossed the street without paying attention. This aggressive young man got out of his car, carrying a whip intending to hit someone. But was immediately sprayed in the face with pepper spray. The rage continued from 2 men recorded in Birmingham. Both were blocking each other, not allowing anyone to pass. The situation escalated when the man driving a Range Rover got out of his car, attacked the van driver, and then drove away. Karma suddenly came to this man as soon as he left his rampage between 2 other drivers. The incident occurred in the middle of the intersection when 2 cars in front blocked this man's path. He got angry and scolded the man driving the gray car because he thought he was trying to pass the yellow light, so he stood in the middle of the intersection. Was saying that right after everything was over and everyone left, he was suddenly stabbed. The impact was quite strong, causing both cars to fly away. Luckily, no one was injured. Iski was traveling on the road when he encountered a pedestrian walking in an area that was not on the pedestrian path, but Iski still decided to stop and give way to him. But the man was moving and staring at Iski. Then when he turned around, he crashed into the electric pole. So always stay focused and bring a pair of sunglasses in your car when driving against the sun. The incident occurred when the BMW forcefully hit the rear of this car. Remarkably, he threatened the owner of the dashcam and then tried to flee. However, the police were immediately there to stop him. This young man suddenly became angry and wanted to attack an older man. The first time he attacked, he felt it wasn't enough, so he decided to run back to his car and bring an extra stick. But unexpectedly, the man pulled out a gun to defend himself, making the young man immediately regret it and put down the weapon. With this vivid video, we all understand that getting angry on the streets and looking down on others is an act that deserves condemnation and should be eliminated. Be a calm person, because everything will be easier with smart handling. Immediate karma for road robbers in Romania. The police were right there afterward and caught these two robbers. An incident occurred between a sedan and a truck. The truck driver thought the sedan was moving too slowly on the highway, which he believed was dangerous, but the sedan driver disagreed. The confrontation ended when everyone went their separate ways, but before leaving, the sedan driver intentionally reversed and hit the truck hard. Plainclothes police officers without badges intervened in a road rage incident when a man driving a smart car was deliberately going slow and not allowing a Range Rover driver to pass, which enraged the latter. He got out of his car intending to confront the driver behind him. Fortunately, the police were there at the right moment to defuse the situation. Where will road rage lead you? It will lead to damage to yourself and those around you. Therefore, always remain calm, no matter what kind of rage is directed at you on the road. In this situation, the BMW driver kept swearing at the car behind him, and then he carelessly pressed the accelerator pedal, causing him to crash into the rear of the Hyundai car in front. Immediately after causing the accident, he ran away. Be careful with road rage. It might not turn out as you think. We use this video to remind everyone of the vivid consequences of not being able to control one's anger. Always stay calm and things will be all right. But if you can't control your anger, you might end up at a disadvantage. The SUV was speeding through a busy street. which led the police to spot him and immediately question him, giving him a speeding ticket. Willoaks merged in front of this driver 12 miles ago. She continued to follow him, tailing him the whole time. But when Willoaks changed direction, she was unable to control the speed, causing her car to crash into the pickup truck. Both vehicles were seriously damaged, but fortunately, everyone was okay. I always hope that you can learn from the vivid consequences of road rage from this video. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and comment anything to let us know you enjoyed this topic.
You're f***ing tripping.
Who do you think is at fault in this situation? Let's discuss it in the comments section. But anyway, I hope everyone remains calm. If something unfortunate happens to you, and if it's possible to let it go, be generous.
Cut me off, you son of a... Get the hell out that car! Get the hell out right now! I'll turn you into...
Because nothing could be worse than unwittingly confronting a heavyweight champion.
Hey, I didn't know it was you.
Duke was driving near a red light on Brisbane Road when he encountered a driver in a Nissan who swerved suddenly, almost hitting a motorcyclist in front. Duke knocked on his side mirror to remind the driver, but the man got out of his car and rushed at Duke, shouting and cursing.
Yeah, what? Hey, make a scene of this. What? I'll knock you off your bike and jump on your head, right? Alrighty, yeah. It is odd.
The tension escalated when the man hit Duck's helmet, and Duke fought back.
Come on, can't get off your bike. Get off.
The incident occurred on the southbound motorway, Nambour, when the Ute driver was tailgating me before the incident. The black Mazda 2 did not appreciate this treatment and protested when the Ute driver pulled along in an attempt to retaliate, causing damage to his vehicle and several people. Luckily, he's okay. If staying calm is a safe option, why do some people choose to get angry?
You f***ing idiot! You are What are you doing?
You f***ing slut. Get the f***ing camera, go get a job, and find something better to do with your
What have you
fucking
done?
The man riding the motorcycle noticed a woman using her phone while waiting for the red light, so he reminded her. However, she either didn't care or didn't see him. At the next red light, he still saw her on her phone, realized it was dangerous, and continued to remind her. She knew this and seemed annoyed. Their anger escalated as they argued.
I got it all on camera. You on the phone, you cut me off everything. It's all recording right now. I'm gone to the police. I'll follow you wherever you want to go. Alright, go. No, that's dangerous to my life. That's dangerous to other people's lives. This is the best thing I can do right now. So let's get to the police right now.
And she accused the man of meddling in things that weren't his business before she left. Near Markham Ard and Finchave, a black Hyundai was tailgating a black Civic just before the collision. The crash caused the female driver of the Hyundai to explode in rage, rushing up to attack, scream at, and spit on the Civic's driver. What do you think about this action? Let's discuss in the comments below, but first, let's stay calm, as rage won't safely get you home. The car was worth £200, and the damage was worth £500. When this man decided to back down while his car was on the bed of the truck, but the rope caused the car to get stuck in the air, and couldn't be lowered, no matter how hard he tried to accelerate.
Get out of the car and push it off, Arthur!
The Mercedes driver suddenly accelerated and stopped, then got angry at the car behind him. The police immediately arrived and invited both drivers to the side of the road to work. Patience not only keeps you safe, but it can also save you money. A man noticed the traffic was very slow, so he decided to switch to the right lane and speed up. But he was soon pulled over by the police and given a speeding ticket. Perhaps this is the biggest reason you install dashcams. Even the police were speechless when they saw this video, and the driver insisted her car had been hit from behind. This woman didn't like May letting her car run on a steep road. In a fit of rage, the two women honked and cursed at each other. Then, she sped up, cut off, and stopped before jumping out of her car, obstructing all traffic behind her. The woman approached and threw a cup of coffee into May's car, then left as if nothing had happened. This incident occurred in Russia when two individuals argued while waiting at a red light. Tensions escalated when the motorcyclist used his foot to kick the car door hard, causing the car driver to lose his temper and use his steering wheel to turn right, causing both driver and car to fall. After that, the two continued to use punches to talk to each other. Finally, the rampage ended when the police showed up and took them both to the police station. After all, losing your temper and getting angry on the road only makes things more complicated. When you give in to rage, you never know who you might be confronting, even a professional fighter. The rage incident occurred when a motorcycle rider stepped off his bike and attempted to unleash his fury on a car driver, unaware that he was a professional fighter. The altercation ended with the motorcyclist receiving a harsh lesson. The rage came from a woman, for unknown reasons, but she screamed and wanted to attack the man driving the Toyota. If you were a man sitting in the car, what would you do? Let's discuss below. A young man rushed up, screaming and threatening to attack the driver behind him without clear reason. But he quickly fled the scene when the police arrived. Answer honestly, do you find his dance funny? This incident happened in Russia when a man on a motorcycle stopped at a red light to turn left. However, the driver of a red car thought this was incorrect, honked repeatedly, and became angry, later confronting the biker. The incident became more tense when the driver returned to the car and argued a second time before leaving. But before leaving, he deliberately pressed on the biker's foot. The biker immediately came forward to call the police and hunt him down. The woman sitting in the car seemed to realize the mistake was hers, and her reaction after being hit was to protect her child and fasten the seatbelt rather than going down to settle the incident.
What?
4 men attacked the driver of the red car while waiting at a red light.
I am.
Immediately, the police were there to help everyone keep a cool head.
Oh, I fucked up. They fucked up.
A dispute at a hotel turned violent when a woman, armed with a baseball bat, repeatedly hit the man's car after he crashed into her vehicle. This video once again shows the severe outcomes of rage, making things worse for everyone involved. Therefore, I hope everyone stays calm in face of issues. It appears that the white truck might have hit the blue car from behind, nearly causing an accident. This angered the woman driving the blue car, and when the light turned red, she rushed up white truck and attacked the person inside. Joe was on his way home when a man driving a Ford Focus rushed forward and cut him off because he thought Joe was driving too slowly. However, in reality, Joe was driving at 30 miles per hour, and he was definitely going at least 50 kilometers per hour. Everything that starts in anger often ends in regret. A pickup truck did not allow a Vios to pass, which pulled a red car into an accident. The pickup tried to force the Vios off the road, but the Vios did not stop and drove away. Arkansas State Police spotted a Ford Escape speeding and signaled it to pull over, but the woman driving decided to flee. The incident ended when she was taken into custody in Ashley County after police found a pack of cigarettes containing 10 pills suspected to be hydrocodone. Rage came from a man waiting at a red light. He aggressively got out of his car and threatened to attack the car behind him, but then left.
What the f you saying, bro? What you f saying? Push on. This guy, bro, I swear to God.
However, at the next red light, he yelled and cursed at Clifcomb for filming him. He even threw many can lids at Clifcomb.
Say nothing. Carry on moving on. That's something you move from my car. Move the f away from my move from my car, bro. Move from my car. Move from my car. Don't look at me, bro. Move. Carry on moving. Move from my car, bro. Move. Whoa. Hey!
The incident continued when he left and quickly turned left and hit the cyclist. Even though everyone was surrounding him, he still intended to stab more people around him and escape.
Hey, leave you! Leave him alone. I know, but I'd leave him alone. Because Oh, he's coming back.
The police arrived promptly, and he fled because he was driving a stolen car. Rage occurred when a sedan hit a motorcycle and then fled. The motorcyclist was extremely angry, but the red car unexpectedly returned and crashed into the motorcycle, completely damaging it. The man driving this Toyota suddenly surged forward and brake-checked the camera operator. Escalating the tension as he got out of the car, intending to confront the man behind him. Instantly, the use of pepper spray gave him a swift reply and a new lesson. Ozgeek had to stop because he didn't want to lose his license by trying to beat a yellow light. But this truck didn't pay attention and almost crashed into him. He even got angry at Ozgeek for stopping. This happened just south of Childers, Queensland.
Wat doe jij nu?
Do you think this is how civilized men should handle their rage? Leave your comments below so we can discuss it. This older woman tried to resolve her road rage by attacking a younger man. However, the man only responded with a smile and explained things calmly.
Do you think I can't do it?
I don't give a what you do, love. Just get the out of the way.
The situation worsened when the woman, still angry, smashed his car before leaving. This angered him, and he got out of his car, but fortunately, bystanders advised him to stay calm. The incident started when an SUV tried to cut in front of Mike's car, as both were about to merge onto the highway. Everything seemed like a small mistake, but a moment later, the SUV swerved and changed lanes continuously, causing him to lose control when Mike's car approached from behind. In the end, the car hit the railing really hard before stopping. Luckily, he was fine. This woman got angry, picked up a cup of coffee, waited for Tiago to come, then threw it in his face. The woman claimed that Tiago had cut in front of her when merging into the lane. What do you think about using pepper spray to handle road rage? Comment 1 inch if you think pepper spray only makes things worse, or 2 inches if you think it helps resolve things quicker. Joey Rue was moving on the road when suddenly a Honda car sped up and encroached on the lane. The accident occurred unexpectedly, causing both vehicles to be damaged. The man and his wife both tried to shout and blame Joey, but the police confirmed that they were the ones at fault and needed to take responsibility. This woman suddenly accelerated and crashed into the bike in front, then got angry and thought she was right. Initially, she had stopped her car at the bicycle stop when Clifcombe arrived. He was just standing on his section of the road. However, when the light turned green, the woman sped up and crashed into Clifcombe. Notably, she got out of her car and yelled at Clifcombe because she thought she was right.
Seriously.
What?
Seriously.
You hit me.
Do you know what a bike lane is?
You-
This is a bike lane. What are you doing in front of me?
You just hit me.
Shut the man, shut the fuck up.
You hit me from behind.
I didn't hit you from behind.
What's happened to your mirror?
How did I hit you from behind? My mirror is in.
There's the...
How did I hit you from behind? My mirror is in. How did I hit you from behind? My mirror is in. Go yourself. Shut up. No one is chatting to you. Keep riding.
Good, you're...
Keep riding.
This is a reminder for you when passing through intersections to reduce speed and observe carefully, especially at intersections without traffic lights. This might be the strangest road rage incident you've ever seen. A woman driving a sedan became enraged after she accidentally hit the SUV in front of her. Remarkably, she went up to the vehicle in front, brazenly opened the trunk, and started throwing everything inside out. But she didn't stop there. She continued moving forward and continuously hit the rearview mirror hard many times. Surprisingly, the SUV's driver didn't react at all. He patiently waited for the red light and then drove off as if nothing had happened. Both vehicles were severely damaged in a road rage incident when a Chevrolet tried to speed up but ended up crashing into a BMW.
Oh my god! What the f is this guy doing? What the f is this guy doing, man?
Fortunately, passers-by assisted and the vehicles were able to leave the scene afterwards.
Hey! Where's the hero?
A road rage incident in Enfield between two men caused a traffic jam. The situation only resolved when the police arrived. Two men attacked each other without understanding why they were fighting in the first place. This video serves as a vivid lesson on the consequences of road rage. I hope you always handle things calmly. A bad attitude can be the root of road rage. This time, it started with a man in athletic gear on Sunbury Road who believed the driver behind him had bumped into his car. This made him angry and attacked the SUV driver. For a situation like this, there's a good chance the guy will walk out of court with nothing more than a conditional dismissal. The rage started when a man in a black shirt changed lanes suddenly, angering the driver behind him who honked his horn. Just when it seemed the rage had subsided, the man from behind approached and threw disposable cups at him. This has made things more tense. This is probably the result of rage confronting each other, so always act calmly, even if bad things happen to you. This woman was yelling and cursing on a busy road, which distracted her and caused her to crash into the car in front of her. The police quickly arrived and took her away. A road rage incident unfolded in Los Angeles where a woman, in a fit of rage, yelled at the driver of a Volkswagen ahead of her. Worth mentioning, she was still holding the balloon in her hand and inhaling it. Nitrous oxide is a gas commonly used in laughing gas, which is not classified as a narcotic under United States federal law. However, some states may consider it a dangerous substance or a hallucinogen. This man suddenly stopped in the middle of the highway, which surprised Mike and made him honk. It seemed like everything was over, but a while later, the man repeated the action. This time, he stepped out of his car and posed like a professional fighter. Finally, his stubbornness and rage gradually ended when the man behind him got out of the car.
Hey, what's wrong with you?
Police took the woman into custody after speaking with her. Through tests, the police suspected the influence of stimulants and alcohol while driving. Her resistance during the arrest led to additional charges. She faced charges of possessing cocaine and DUI, resulting in a 1-year prison sentence, 40 hours of community service, mandatory participation in a DUI risk reduction program, and a fine of $300.